Next game, Chiefs, Raiders from Oakland. Chiefs now favored, 1.5, 47 the total. One of my favorite stats, Andy Reid off the bye, 15-2 straight up, 12-5 ATS, 5-1 against the Raiders since he took the Kansas City job. His key on the bye is attention to detail. Quote, in this league, there's never plenty of time. There's always an urgency for now. If you're not going to fix problems unless there's a massive amount of urgency that takes place, well, here it is, end quote. Here it is now. They're 2-2. They lose this game. They're 3 games behind the first place Raiders.
Yeah, 3 games behind the Raiders and 2 games behind Denver, even though the Broncos lost on Thursday night. And remember, KC did this last year. And I just said a few moments ago, we were talking about the Falcons. Last year was last year. And you put it in your memory, but you keep it in your memory. You know, KC, they had that slow start last year, 1-5. And then, of course, they came out of their bye and won every game the rest of the way. The biggest win of the bunch came at Denver right after the bye. That was a game that Manning had the 4 early interceptions before getting benched for the next 2 months. But a team that can start 1-5 and have enough mojo to close out the season with 10-0 and make the playoffs, that's a positive sign. And, of course, the bye week also helps Jamal Charles get back into sync with that offense. Charles, a complete non-factor in the game prior to the bye week, that ugly blowout loss against Pittsburgh. But you have to note that Jamal Charles, okay, fine. The 2 backs that were west that the Chiefs have been using instead of him are both averaging better than 5 yards per carry. No difference for KC with a healthy Jamal Charles compared to what they've been using in the backfield thus far.
You know, good point. Not only off the bye, but off the humiliating loss on national television where they were never in the game. Raiders 4-1, but how many times can they keep winning these shootouts? The defense, they've won 3 games in which they've allowed 27 points or more. They're still trying to fix it, but they haven't been able to stop anybody.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Raiders are allowing 425 yards per game. That's 30 more than anybody else. They're allowing 7 yards per play. No other team is above 6.5 yards per play. So they're giving up points and yards every single week. Khalil Mack, you know, he only has 1 sack this season. He's still impacting games, but the secondary hasn't been good. The defensive front hasn't been good. And Jack Del Rio's quote, there's a lot of work in front of us. I don't think anybody would disagree with that. There is a long, long season in front of us. A lot of things we must do better as we go forward, and we're working hard at it. We'll continue that. I think the fact that the guys recognize that is a healthy thing. And hey, let's give the Raiders credit. They are relevant in a way that they haven't been relevant in many years. But let's not put the cart before the horse. I agree with Del Rio. That team still has work to do.
Hey guys, for the full video, go to sbrpicks.com.
So we're giving you picks every day, and you're probably making your own as well. Be sure to participate in SBR's weekly Twitter Bankroll Challenge. Just post your picks on Twitter with @SBRSportsPicks and the hashtag BetSBR before 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. We'll be betting your picks, and if the bankroll is positive at the end of the week, you could win the profits. Picks must be of events taking place that day and available in at least one of the major sportsbooks shown in our Best Sportsbooks page.